Cody Rhodes finishes his story. WWE's impressive ticket sellout streak continues. Jade Cargill's WWE absence clarified. Why Sasha Banks chose AEW over WWE. Bray Wyatt's massive impact on people's lives. CM Punk's real-life fight with a WWE Hall of Famer. AJ Lee's WWE return update. The WWE Universe turns on Cody Rhodes, but why? And so much more. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe. Let's dive right in. WWE's impressive ticket sellout streak continues. WWE has entered into a highly successful era under the leadership of Triple H, who assumed control of creative direction. While the company's product was already captivating prior to his tenure, Triple H's approach consistently delivered what fans desired week after week. Anticipation for WrestleMania 40 is palpable among wrestling enthusiasts. Among the company's three brands, SmackDown has been particularly thriving in recent weeks. The addition of The Rock to the Blue brand has undoubtedly contributed to its success, but other storylines on the show have also been noteworthy. Friday night SmackDown continues to draw capacity crowds, with the upcoming episode marking the 5th consecutive sellout. Taking place at the Pfizer Forum in Milwaukee, the event is expected to accommodate over 11,000 attendees, according to reports from WrestleTix. This week's installment of SmackDown promises a showdown between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes ahead of their anticipated main event clash at WrestleMania. Additionally, fans can anticipate a high-caliber match between Rey Mysterio and Santos Escobar. Next up, Jade Cargill's WWE absence clarified. Despite her impressive debut at the Royal Rumble, WWE has yet to fully harness Jade Cargill's potential. She has been conspicuously absent from WWE programming, but recent events have shed some light on her status. During a recent episode of Friday Night SmackDown, tensions escalated as Bayley and Dakota Kai faced off against the Kabuki Warriors. However, Kai's betrayal resulted in a vicious assault by Damage Control. Following this incident, Jade Cargill made a striking appearance, confronting WWE Women's Champion Io Sky, the Kabuki Warriors, and Dakota Kai backstage before visiting Nick Aldis' office. While this seemed to tease a potential storyline for Jade Cargill, WWE has not effectively utilized her yet. There has been speculation about her absence, with some speculating whether she is injured. However, Ringside News has confirmed that Jade Cargill is not injured, and her absence is not due to WWE's lack of plans for her. In fact, WWE has significant plans for the former AEW star. Interestingly, Jade Cargill recently stated that she has no intention of returning to wrestling, despite persistent inquiries about her in-ring status. Nonetheless, fans eagerly await her return to WWE programming and anticipate her involvement in a storyline, especially with WrestleMania 40 on the horizon. As speculation continues, the question lingers: will Jade Cargill eventually rise to stardom in WWE? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below. Why Sasha Banks chose AEW over WWE? One of the significant wrestling developments in 2022 involved Sasha Banks, now known as Mercedes Moné, and Naomi departing from WWE. While Naomi made her return to the Stanford-based promotion at this year's Royal Rumble Premium Live event, Sasha pursued a different path. On the May 16, 2022 episode of Raw, it was announced that then women's tag team champions Sasha Banks and Naomi had left the company due to creative differences. They were subsequently suspended before their official release. Naomi briefly joined TNA before returning to WWE earlier this year, whereas Sasha transformed into Mercedes Moné and joined NJPW/Stardom. During a recent episode of the Kick Rocks Wrestling, Mercedes revealed that leaving WWE was a difficult decision considering her accomplishments in the company. Nevertheless, she expressed pride in her choice, stating that it allowed her to live her best life. In December 2023, reports emerged that Mercedes was a free agent and was in discussions with AEW and WWE. She ultimately chose Tony Khan's promotion, citing higher pay and greater flexibility for her acting endeavors. Due to the company's ties with Warner Bros., Mercedes made her highly anticipated AEW debut on a special episode of Dynamite titled Big Business on March 13, 2024. After delivering a promo earlier in the episode, she intervened after the main event to assist Willow Nightingale against Julia Hart and Sky Blue. Despite being reportedly one of the highest-paid female wrestlers in history at AEW, Mercedes still envisions a future in WWE. On the same podcast, she expressed her intention to return to the Stanford-based promotion in the future, stating that she had unfinished business there. Although Mercedes is no longer with WWE, her former colleagues continue to support her journey. To mark her AEW debut, Bayley, Naomi, and Tamina Snuka disguised themselves to attend the event. It will be intriguing to witness Mercedes Moné's journey in Tony Khan's promotion. Triple H concerned about AEW beating WWE to sign 10-time world champion. Despite Triple H's progress, some argue that AEW has gained an advantage by securing the signings of three prominent stars. Triple H assumed the role of head of creative in WWE following Vince McMahon's resignation in June 2022. Since then, both fans and industry professionals have acknowledged enhancements in WWE's storyline quality and production standards. Additionally, upon his appointment as Chief Content Officer, Triple H orchestrated the re-signing of several released wrestlers and introduced new star power to the roster, including CM Punk and Jade Cargill. While fans anticipated the arrival of other notable names like six-time world champion Mercedes Moné, formerly Sasha Banks, Kazuchika Okada, and Will Ospreay, these stars opted to join AEW instead. Despite speculation suggesting concern for Triple H, it's unwarranted. The re-signing of multiple stars in 2022 fortified WWE's roster. The promotion currently boasts a plethora of talented performers, with room for improvement and focused development of existing talent. Moreover, WWE's developmental brand NXT features numerous promising talents, some of whom have transitioned into intense rivalries on the main roster, exemplified by Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes. WWE can invest in nurturing these talents rather than constantly seeking new acquisitions. However, Triple H's management may face challenges in renewing contracts for existing stars like Drew McIntyre, Seth Rollins, and Becky Lynch, whose contracts are nearing expiration. Beyond enhancements to the on-screen product and production quality, WWE has implemented backstage changes as well. According to Randy Orton, WWE superstars now receive more time off to spend with their families. The ongoing competition between WWE and AEW for talented wrestlers is poised to remain intriguing as both promotions vie for top talent. Bray Wyatt's massive impact on people's lives. A former WWE superstar, Top Dollar, recently shared details of a match pitch involving the late Bray Wyatt. Top Dollar, who joined WWE in 2020 and was part of the stable Hit Row alongside B-Fab, Ashant the Adonis, and Izzy Swerve Scott, revealed his idea during an interview with Chris Van Vliet. Despite his release from WWE in September 2023, Top Dollar disclosed that he pitched an idea to Bray Wyatt inspired by the movie Leprechaun in the Hood. According to Top Dollar, Bray Wyatt, also known as the Eater of Worlds, embraced his pitch, which aimed to build a feud between Hit Row and a team consisting of Bray Wyatt, Uncle Howdy, and Alexa Bliss. This concept demonstrates Top Dollar's creative input and highlights Bray Wyatt's openness to innovative ideas during his time with WWE. So eventually, the whole big thing was to build to a tag team match with Uncle Howdy and Bray versus Hit Row, in which B-Fab gets involved and then Alexa Bliss shows up. So now their whole crew is together, our whole crew is together, and then we have a big blow-off like that. I literally pitched the idea, Dollar said. The former WWE star also revealed that Wyatt intended to advocate for the idea after WrestleMania 39. However, tragically, Wyatt's untimely passing prevented the fruition of the proposed storyline. This adds a poignant layer to the narrative, underscoring the missed opportunity for a potentially compelling feud between Hit Row and Bray Wyatt's envisioned team. Bray was going to try to push for it, don't know if it would have ever happened, but he was going to try to push for it after WrestleMania. And then obviously he didn't end up being a part of WrestleMania. And then we all know unfortunately he passed, and that was sad for everybody, myself included, Dollar added. During a recent interview on Counted Out, former WWE star Eric Rowan expressed his surprise at the profound impact wrestling factions can have on people's lives. As a former member of the Wyatt family, Rowan shared his sentiments about the enduring legacy of the group and its leader, Bray Wyatt. He mentioned feeling gratified that fans recognize Wyatt's lasting influence and impact on their lives. Rowan's reflection underscores the significance of wrestling storytelling and characters in connecting with audiences on a personal level. I'm always surprised when I feel a faction touch people's lives. I've seen how John's Huber impacted people's lives. I see how Wyndham's Bray impacted people's lives. So just for people to say it, it's humbling to know that they made such a lasting impact on people, Rowan said. Many fans have expressed a desire to see Bray Wyatt inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. CM Punk's real-life beef with WWE Hall of Famer. CM Punk's injury may have prevented him from active competition, but hasn't necessarily kept him away from the world of professional wrestling. Despite being sidelined, Punk has reportedly been backstage at recent editions of NXT, offering assistance to wrestlers on the developmental brand. A recent comment by Booker T sparked a widespread debate on wrestling Twitter after he claimed to have had a run-in with Punk last week. However, the former WCW champion clarified the situation, stating that he was simply trying to entertain. During an episode of his Hall of Fame podcast, Booker T addressed the speculation, stating that he and CM Punk won't be engaged in a fight. He emphasized that he considers Punk a friend, and that any discussions about confrontation were not meant to be taken seriously. According to Booker T, his intention was solely to entertain his fans. It's reassuring to hear that there are no issues between CM Punk and Booker T, and it will be intriguing to see if Punk makes an on-screen appearance in the near future. AJ Lee's WWE return update. Recent rumors suggesting that WWE is in talks to bring back former Divas champion AJ Lee are reportedly false. AJ Lee was a highly decorated performer in the promotion during her 6-year tenure in the early 2010s, winning the Divas Championship 3 times before departing in 2015, shortly after her husband CM Punk's exit. Since then, AJ Lee has retired from in-ring competition. Following CM Punk's return to WWE last year at Survivor Series War Games, speculation arose about whether AJ Lee would also return. She was mentioned several times on TV by her husband and other WWE personnel, leading to reports that the company had started negotiating her comeback through Punk. However, a recent report from SE Scoots has refuted these rumors, stating that there have been no talks with or about AJ Lee within the company. A trusted source informed the outlet that while AJ Lee is very well liked and respected, her return is not a current topic of discussion. Despite a clip on social media showing AJ Lee training with her husband in a wrestling ring after CM Punk's return, rumors about her imminent comeback have been debunked. AJ Lee herself addressed these speculations in a social media post, confirming that she remains retired from in-ring competition. "I bumped 4 at Heel Stars and at Punk and then went back into retirement," she wrote. Punk recently sent a heartfelt message to his wife, AJ Lee, wishing her a happy birthday. The former world champion dubbed her the love of my life. The WWE Universe turns on Cody Rhodes, but why? Cody Rhodes is determined to finish the story on the road to WrestleMania, with his sights set on taking down Roman Reigns and the Bloodline. However, this ambitious goal is not without its challenges, and one such obstacle will present itself on this week's SmackDown. Despite finalizing a gentleman's agreement with Paul Heyman on Raw, Cody Rhodes is slated for a one-on-one face-off with the Tribal Chief on Friday. On the surface, this decision may seem risky, especially considering Reigns may have the bloodline by his side. However, if Rhodes honors his agreement to appear alone, as per his wise man's word, he will face Reigns without an entourage. While it's a fair deal, the WWE Universe appears skeptical. When polled on Instagram about whether Rhodes was walking into a trap, 85% of fans agree that he was. Given the bloodline's history, fans are justified in their concern over Rhodes' decision to go to SmackDown solo. Fortunately, Rhodes has allies who are prepared to assist him if needed. However, ideally, he won't have to call upon them this Friday. As tensions escalate on the road to WrestleMania, Rhodes' showdown with Reigns promises to be a pivotal moment in the ongoing saga between the two superstars. And lastly, Cody Rhodes finishes his story. Cody Rhodes is set to face off against undisputed WWE Universal Champion Roman Reigns at WrestleMania XL. As anticipation builds for the rematch of last year's main event, fans are eager for a different outcome this time, hoping that Cody will seize the championship and conclude his story. However, a recent report from Zero has introduced some uncertainty to this potential scenario, suggesting that there will be 3 new champions crowned at Mania. With 7 title matches confirmed for the shows and several of those contests carrying a high likelihood of title changes, the odds of Cody dethroning Roman may have slightly diminished. Since his WWE return in 2022, Cody has been vocal about his goal to capture the world title in honor of his late father, Dusty Rhodes. During a recent interview on Busted Open Radio, Cody was asked whether WrestleMania 40 presented the perfect opportunity for him to fulfill his narrative. I don't think I have a definitive answer, but I will tell you I think it does. The reason being, if last year the match had gone differently. If last year Roman had just beaten me 1-2-3, right in the middle, I just crumbled under the lights and I wasn't on his level, that's a different story. The way the match unfolded and the year I had feels like it has to be at WrestleMania, said Cody Rhodes. Cody will have a busy schedule at WrestleMania XL. Prior to his highly anticipated Universal title showdown against the Tribal Chief, he will team up with Seth Rollins to take on The Rock and Roman Reigns on night 1 of the event. The outcome of this tag team match will directly impact Cody's Universal Championship clash with Reigns. If Rhodes and Rollins fail to emerge victorious in the tag team bout, the title match against Reigns will be held under Bloodline rules. With the stakes set high, fans are eager to see if Cody can overcome the odds at the Showcase of the Immortals. Only time will reveal whether the talented superstar will rise to the occasion and secure a victory against the formidable Bloodline. Thank you for watching, subscribe for more wrestling content, and see you in the next video.